John Mabry, former Athletic, is joining us here on A's Cast Live on the field. Of course, now a coach with the Kansas City Royals. We not only took this thing, we've taken it to, John, to another. We're now on Twitter. We're now on YouTube. So you're able to see what we do now as our set. Not a bad little set here for A's Cast Live.
I'm telling you, you guys got the #1 position right here.
A lot has changed since you were here with the Athletics way back when.
In this place? Not really.
What is it like for you when you come back and you think about your time here and obviously all the years you came here as a player? What's it like when you come back?
Just see all the people, the clubhouse guys are the same, and the folks around Clay's the same. Just seeing people that you saw when you were here, and that kind of stuff. But obviously the team players are different, but the guys that are around the team are the same.
Well, you think we're in 2022. Look back, 2002, the memory. I mean, we still play it all the time, and they ended up writing a book about it, made some little movie about it.
Yep.
When you come here, do you think about that? Do you think about the win streak? Do you think about the team?
I think it was a fun summer for sure. Yeah. I didn't start out here. I got traded here from Philadelphia, and they were all I heard when I came here was how bad they were. And when we got here, from the minute I got here, from that time on, they won. And it was such a fun summer. It was cool. I do think about that. I do think about the guys. Really great group of guys, fun bunch of guys. I always remember coming back late, like we came back late a lot. So they never quit. I remember that. The fans here, it was like a college football atmosphere when they're beating on the drums and blowing the horns and all that good stuff. So it was a great atmosphere to play in. So I remember that, and the streak, going through the streak. Something you don't even do in Little League, and win 20 in a row and that kind of thing. You don't even think about that kind of stuff. But it was a fun summer for sure.
That's something we pride ourselves in around here with Oakland for so many years, is how the clubhouse has been. And you can't stress enough when you look back, and you could talk about as a player just how we have players even today that they'll leave and they'll contact us and go, man, it's just not the same with other teams. There's always been something special about that rickety old clubhouse. I don't know what it is. It just is what it is.
Yeah, they just let guys be guys, and they don't regulate it a whole lot. And you come out here, and I know last year we came here and guys are out playing hacky sacks and and big floppy hats, and they're wearing flip flops out, and they just let you be you, and let the kind of the organic, natural, fun happen, because this game is, hard. It is stressful, but there's a time that you have to let people be people and kind of blow off some steam. And they did that a lot here, and which was fun as a player. It was cool to see, and it was cool to be a part of. So you just got to get guys in their natural atmosphere and let them be them. And you never know what's going to happen. So it was cool.
We saw the Atlanta Braves finally lose today. The Chicago Cubs ending their 14-game winning streak. And, you start to hear people who either played for the Indians. I remember the Rockies had their great run at one point. When you're in a streak like that, do you feel unbeatable when you get to the ballpark? What is the feeling like every day?
The feeling is it's like continuous. You just, when you go home, you feel like you're right back here, and nothing is eating at you. There's nothing that's, going bad. Everything is going well. Different guys are stepping up every day. A different individual has a big game, or a different pitcher comes out and throws a gem, and you just kind of expect that. And, I've played on some teams where you expect the other. And so when you're in a streak like that, it's great to have that kind of expectation when you get to the ballpark. It's something good is going to happen tonight.
And it was amazing how many big hits Miguel Tejada had during that time, especially late in the streak.
100%. Yeah. He was him, Javi, all of them. It's crazy. It's fun to watch. But it was a lot of different guys would come up big late. I mean, obviously Miggy had the lion's share of it because he's the guy. But there was some other guys coming up with big hits as well through that streak that guys that you wouldn't expect. So it was fun to see.
And then the record game, you go up big. You got Tim Hudson on the mound. You're thinking this thing's an absolute no-brainer.
Yep.
And then, of course, the comeback, Hatterberg, and next, once again, they're making a movie about it. It's up for an Oscar.
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? But, that game, we're playing the Royals, actually, and go up 11-0 with Huddy on the mound. You think that one's over. If you go up 4-0 with Huddy on the mound, you think it's over. So, and I know a lot of it didn't get made about how good those three were. Those three starting pitchers, they were really good, and Lido and Harang on the back end of that were really, really good as well. So we felt like we could win if we put up 3 or 4 runs. We felt like we're going to be in a game, and so those guys, when you go up 11 like that, you think it's over, and then to have that thing come back and get tied, and then for Hatterberg to come out and pinch hit off their closer and win the game, it was crazy. It was a fun night.
Making history, no doubt about it. And obviously what we have here tonight is something that's obviously different to the worst records in baseball. What you guys are trying to build in Kansas City, kind of far different than just a pivot that's happened with this organization. On your guys' side, a lot of young players hoping for the future. Here we are mid-June. What do you try and stress as a coach to these players to help them grow, to get them better, because you're looking towards the future?
That's it, just experience. They have to get it at this level, at this time, because you just can't tell them unless they experience it. They're not going to go out and face, a guy that's a Cy Young candidate and stuff it, how they attack and what they're trying to do, and how important every play is, how important turning double plays are, or making the play when it's supposed to, blocking a ball when you're supposed to. It's like winning baseball is tedious. You have to do the little things right all the time. And when guys are younger, they have a tendency to kind of drift sometimes mentally, or they have a tendency not to understand the importance of it. But it's all important at this level. You can't get away with a whole lot to be a winning baseball club.
I'm so glad you said that, because today we got the combine going on. I like this combine, but it's just kids getting in the cage, grip it, rip it, how fast you run to first base. It's no different than like what we've seen for all these years in the NFL combine. But what wins baseball games, it's not the sexy, it's not the popular. We can TrackMan this and we can do all that, but it's little things inside an actual game that you have to do. Kind of like what we're seeing at the U.S. Open in golf. It's the little things you have to do to win.
Oh, 100%. Like golfers are playing the course. They're going to be a sequence out here that you might have never seen before. A guy that can command both sides of the plate, or multiple different pitches, or make 2 pitches move the same or different. They don't get to see that every day. And every time the door swings open, somebody's throwing 97 to 100, with some kind of run sync, and everything that they face out here is going to be, high quality every day. And there's no easy ones. You have to slay a giant every day to win in this league. And so, those guys get to see that on a day in, day out basis, but they have to experience it. You can tell them all you want, but they have to experience some of this stuff for themselves to really know. But it's and the way the scouting of the combine is now, it's throw hard, run fast, and hit it far. But when you get to a game, you got to move a guy, you got to get a guy in, you got to, you got to show up every day. And that's the hard ask mentally. You're especially today's society with, 24/7 scrutiny and the way these guys handle this pressure, and they just don't have this kind of pressure on them until they get here.
All right, last one. BobbyWhit Jr., I'm looking at the numbers. Last 8 games since actually May 1st, everything trending up. Mm-hmm. We've heard a lot about him, seen the highlights. This is our first look at him. How special is this kid?
He's very special, and you're going to see something tonight that's going to make you say, wow. It might be on the bases. It might be in the field. It might be a throw. It might be a hit. It might be something that you're going to say, wow. Loud contact. It's going to be something. But every day this kid plays, he gets better and better. It's getting to that point where, obviously today's how fast the scouting reports move, that, they got you when you get here. Before, it used to be you could go around the league one time, second time through, you'd make your adjustments. But this kid's making adjustments fast. He's getting to see the things that he needs to see to make his adjustments. So he's a fun kid to watch. He's a true talent for sure.
Well, I tell everybody, whether it's been with the A's or my time I used to work for the Oakland Raiders and going to play the Chiefs, you go to Kansas City, you've got the World War I Museum, you've got the Negro League Museum, the Jazz Museum, all the barbecue.
Yep.
It's a sneaky great town.
Awesome town. Yeah, great up and coming city. It's just it's fun to be. The atmosphere is fun. A winning atmosphere is really going to be fun. The Chiefs have made it fun, and so we're trying to get to that level as well to try to get, that energy as well around the city, to try to bring folks out and pack the stands like they did in 14 and 15. And so it's going to be fun. We got these kids here, and they're learning on the job, hopefully quick.
Well, thank you for coming by. I mean, last time I interviewed you was a long time ago, but it's great to see it. Great that you're doing well, and good luck to you guys. And we'll talk to you maybe sooner than you think. I think we play next week.
Sounds good.
You take care. We got more coming up next right here on A's Cast Live.